Where I'm from, everybody knows me. Posted on the block, chillin' with the homies. Got some killers by my side, and they ready to ride. So we keep our eyes open in these cold streets. Strangers walk by, grilling me for no reason. Look them eye to eye, cause I show them no fear. I ain't afraid to die if you play with my life. So prepare for a fight if you think it's gonna be easy. I got a lot of enemies everywhere I go. I can't trust a soul, no, I can't trust nobody who offended me. And I know many people who pretend to be a friend to me. A friend to me. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. So many heartless people living in this world. So be careful who you chill with in this world, cause there's no love in these streets. No love, no love. I don't say a word, yeah, I be watching the way these haters move. I know they plotting on me. Be careful what you do, I get it poppin', homie. I'm a warrior and you ain't got nothing on me. Brooklyn is where I'm from, born and raised since a youngin'. I've been bugging, never been afraid, I was never scared of nothing. I know who keep it real with me, and I know who doesn't, and they don't want no problems with me. I got enemies everywhere I go. I can't trust a soul, no, I can't trust nobody who offended me. And I know many people who pretend to be a friend to me. A friend to me. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. So many heartless people living in this world. So be careful who you chill with in this world, cause there's no love in these streets. No love, no love. I don't say a word. No love, no love. No love, no love.
What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? How many people we got in here? We got 2 people in here. So I wanted to go over the Shohei Ohtani contract. This thing is absolutely insane. I mean, the way they play with the money here is mind-boggling, right? So these people put out a number there, 700 million, right? You think this dude signed for 700 million, but in reality, the 700 million, it's not really 700 million. And I'm gonna break down the math as soon as we get a couple of people in here. Let's get a couple of people in here before I start. Let's go ahead and turn off the banner. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. All right, everyone. Today is a great day. A great day to be alive, man. We're going to talk some Shohei Ohtani, funny business with the Dodgers. I mean, these guys pulled a fast one on us, man. This is fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. See if we can get some more people in here before I start. And let's just go ahead and start. All right, so for those of you that don't know, Shohei Ohtani signed for supposedly $700 million. So $700 million for 10 years. So everybody thought, okay, the AAV, which is the annual average value, and that's what the Major League Baseball uses to determine whether the team is going over the luxury tax threshold. You would think it's 70 million, right? Wrong. It's actually 46 million. So it had me question. I was like, how is this even possible? Like, how did they pull this one off? So it turns out that Shohei Ohtani's contract is really 460 million. That's the real number. In total, after so many years, he's gonna get 700. But that 700 million, it's not gonna be worth as much. Now this thing is real complicated, man. So you gotta put your matrix hat on, and if you get lost in this, please let me know in the comments so that way I can explain it. So basically, there's this thing called inflation, right? As inflation goes up, the value of your money goes down. For instance, this chapstick here I have in my hand. Today, this might cost $1, right? Next year, let's say if inflation's 5%, this same chapstick will cost $1.05. So that's why you never want to. If you save money, you want to make sure that you're gaining interest on it. Because if you're not gaining interest, you're actually losing money. If I put money in under my mattress and leave it there for 10 years, that same $20 or whatever it is, it's not going to be actually worth as much. Because it loses buying power, it loses purchasing power, it loses value. It's all crazy, man. To be honest, when you think about it. So in the case of Shohei, the reason why his AAV, let's go ahead and switch scenes here. All right, Shohei Ohtani's AAV, what they actually counting against the Dodgers, what's it called, collective bargaining tax agreement. The actual amount is 46 million per year. That's how much they're holding against the Dodgers. So you might be wondering, like I was, like, how is that even possible? The dude signed for 700 million, 10 years, 70 million a year. So they had a bunch of deferred payments. It came out, we found out that he actually is only getting paid 2 million for the first 10 years, and then he's going to get the rest after. So here's where things get a little complicated, right? So when the players union and Major League Baseball, when they conducted their collective bargaining agreement, which is, I think they do it every year, they agreed that all deferred payment, everything that's deferred is actually it's gonna let me stop explain it again. Everything that's all deferred payment has to gain interest due to inflation, because as inflation goes up, the value of your money goes down. So they came up with the number 4.43, right? So we got 2 million per year for 10 years. That's 20 million. All right. The total deferred amount. So the total deferred amount is actually 440 million. That's how much money they deferred. They say, you know what? We're going to give you this 440 million at the end after 10 years. So stay with me. Let's recap this, because it gets a little crazy. So the original contract is really 460 million. For the first 10 years while he's playing, he's only going to get 2 million per year, $20 million. The rest of the money is deferred. The collective bargaining agreement states that all deferred money has to be paid 4.43% interest per year for 10 years. So the total deferred amount is 460 million. I have this here, this little website right here, which is a compound interest calculator. and that's compounding. So the initial investment, right, is the total deferred is 440 million. Okay. Length in time. Obviously, we know his contract is 10 years. For 10 years, and the interest rate that the players union and Major League Baseball agreed on was 4.43%. So let's put that in. 4.43%. Okay, it's compounded annually. Let's calculate this. So this is after 10 years. All that 440 deferred money after 10 years comes out to 678,743,000, blah blah blah. Basically, if you round it up, it comes out to $680 million. All right. You might be asking, why is that? Let's go over it again, step by step. The real contract Shohei Ohtani got was $460 million for 10 years. That's $46 million per year. He deferred $440 million of that and chose to only get $20 million the first 10 years, and the rest of the money be paid to him after the 10 years are complete. Because he did this, the teams, according to the collective bargaining agreement, they have to, all deferred payment has to gain entrance in accordance with the current inflation rate. They agreed the current inflation rate is 4.43%. So he's getting 440 million with 4.43% every year, compounded interest for the first 10 years. And that's why I guess the 440 million after 10 years actually turns into 680 million. 680 million plus the 20 million that he originally got the first 10 years that were not deferred equals 700 million. So that's where you're getting the 700 million number. But here's the kicker. This is why it's not really 700 million, because in 10 years or when he gets this money, 700 million is actually only going to be worth 440 million. That makes sense. Due to inflation, everything's going to go up. Today, this chapstick may cost $1. 10 years from now, this could cost $3, $4. So that is why this whole Shohei thing is a big scam. Not a scam. I want to say scam. It's a joke, to be honest. They threw out a number, 700 million, to get everybody excited and everybody's going crazy. But when you look at the fine details of this, it's really only $460 million. That was the original contract. All right. And here's the next kicker. Man, this thing gets even more interesting, right? This is what blows my mind right here. This thing blows my mind. What's even more interesting about that is that since the state of California, you looking up to paying at least 40% of your tax. So the first 20 million for the first 10 years, that's getting taxed, right? Everything that was deferred after that is going to get taxed according to the state he lives in. So after his first 10 years are done, he could move to Florida where they have zero state tax and pay zero state tax on the 440, the rest of the money that was deferred. And man, he is freaking, I'm not gonna lie, he's smart, but it's not fair. And it is a loophole. People saying, oh, it's cheating. I'm not gonna say it's cheating. It's not cheating because the rules are the rules. They didn't break the rules. They just found a loophole in the system. So this thing starts to get me wondering, right? If all it took to get Shohei Ohtani was 46 million a year, because that's all he's getting, 46 million. Let's get the 700 number, that $700 million number, get it out of your mind. Just, it doesn't exist. And here's why. Yes, the Dodgers overall, they're going to pay him $700 million. But 10 years from now, they're going to raise their prices in accordance with inflation. Their hot dogs and the jerseys and everything they do is going to be raised in accordance with that. So he's really they're really only paying him the value of $46 million today, if that makes sense. So pretty much they got to steal, man. And this is what kills me, right? If that was the case, if all it took was $46 million to get Shohei Ohtani, then why didn't the Giants do it? Why didn't Toronto do it? Why didn't any other team do it? He said that he presented this, well, not him, but his team said they presented this deal to all the teams. But the Dodgers were the only one who agreed to it. And I find that hard to believe, because who wouldn't take this deal? Who wouldn't take Shohei Ohtani for $46 million per year? Think about it. So it's pretty crazy. He's get 700 million. Get that out your mind. He's really only getting 46 million per year. 400, the real contract is 460 million. But after all the deferred payments gain interest on them, it's 700 million. But by the time he gets that deferred payment, everything would have risen in price due to inflation. So he's really only worth, his 700 million is only going to be worth 460 million in today's terms. If that makes sense. Got to think of it like this, right? If you took $100 from today and you had a time machine, you jumped in the time machine and you jumped 10 years from now, that same $100 won't be able to buy you as much stuff as it would in today's, you know? And that's the thing. I mean, and this is kind of like it's a lesson, a little finance lesson. If you're saving money, you need to make sure that your money is gaining interest. If you put your money in a savings account, usually they give you interest annually. You want to make sure that interest coincides with today's inflation, because if not, you're technically losing. So you want to be equal to the current rate of inflation or above that. So that way your money isn't depreciating. I hope that made sense. I think I explained it pretty well. It makes sense to me. But yeah, I'll stick around and see if somebody wants to jump into the chat and watch the live stream. It's pretty basic when you think about it, but it is funny math. It's funny money. This is funny money. And it's crazy, man. And honestly, after I did the breakdown and I looked into it, there is no way Ohtani was ever going to any other team. I'm going to say that again. Ohtani was never going to any other team. He was only going to the Dodgers from the beginning. He wasn't going to sign with the Angels. He wasn't going to sign with San Francisco, the Yankees, Toronto, Mariners. All of that was fake. It was all a hoax, guys. All this $700 million talk, it is a hoax. Believe me, it's all fake. All right. The dude got 460 million. He's just gaining interest on some of it. But by the time he gets his money, it'll be only worth 460 million. It'll be 700. He'll have $700 million, but he can only buy 460 million worth of stuff with it. If that makes any more sense. So I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments, because honestly, I'm a little upset about it. Hold on, let me check my phone real quick. I'm a little upset about it, and I'll tell you why. Am I hating? Yeah, I am. A little bit. I'm a Yankees fan, man, and honestly, my Yankees. But even if you would have went to the Mets, I would have been happy or anything. I just think why isn't any other team doing this? Right? You know, the Dodgers payroll, right? Their AAV, combined AAV for next year is like 200 million. And they got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, all these big contracts. And the only reason they have the only reason it's only 200 million is because they're deferring a lot of money. And it's funny because now, so you got like Juan Soto, right? Juan Soto is going to want a big deal. So that he's going to be, if he asks for anything over, I would say 500 million, I'm going to have questions, right? Because Shohei technically only got 460 million for 10 years. They throwing this big number out there. And the reason why they do it is because it looks good for the for his agent. It looks good for his agent. It looks good for the players union. The players union love this stuff. It grabs headlines. It grabs a lot of attention. Major League Baseball's loving it. But in reality, it was only 460 million. You know? And they said that it was his idea and he brought it to the Dodgers. I don't really think so. So even if, right, 460 million, okay, deferred all those payments. Any other team, even Toronto, if he wanted to go to Toronto, I bet Toronto would have offered him 800 million in deferred payments. Because, like I said, by the time they have to pay him that money, their ticket sales would have went up. Everything would have gone up with inflation. So yeah, it's a big number 10 years from now. You know, it's a big number today, right? 700 million is a big number today, but 10 years from now, it's not a big number because it doesn't have the same purchasing power that it has today. And that's the pretty much that's the whole breakdown. And yeah, you guys let me know. I don't think it's that fair, to be honest. I think that Major League Baseball needs to look into this. They need to get together with the players union and do something about this. Because it's fake news, first of all. And it's not fair for other teams and to compete. And even though I don't think another contract like this will ever happen this much, because most players don't make that much money like Ohtani does off the field. If Ohtani wasn't making money off the field with endorsements and stuff, he would have never been able to do this. I mean, he would have, because $2 million is a lot, but he probably would have wanted more money up front, to be honest. But that's it. I hope I explained everything. I hope you understand it. Look into it yourself. Read the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement. There's a lot of good stuff in there that I didn't know when I actually started reading through it. Yeah, and next time, I hope somebody could jump in the chat. I mean, you could go live with me. I don't mind. I don't care who it is. You use the link, hit the link, and you can join the stream. That's what I want to do with this this podcast right here. I want it to be everybody's, not just me. Obviously, I'm a moderator, but I want everybody to be able to join in and speak their mind and just have a voice you can put out there. Besides that, guys, have a great evening, and I hope you guys stay blessed. Thank you very much.
Where I'm from, everybody knows me. Posted on the block, chillin' with the homies. Got some killers by my side, and they ready to ride. So we keep our eyes open in these cold streets. Strangers walk by, grilling me for no reason. Look them eye to eye, cause I show them no fear. I ain't afraid to die if you play with my life. So prepare for a fight if you think it's gonna be easy. I got a lot of enemies everywhere I go. I can't trust a soul, no, I can't trust nobody who offended me. And I know many people who pretend to be a friend to me. A friend to me. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. There's no love in these streets. No love, no love. So many living in this world. So be careful who you chill with in this world, 'cause there's no love in these streets. No love, no love. I don't say a word, yeah, I be watching the way these haters move. I know they plotting on me. Be careful what you do, I get it poppin', homie. I'm a warrior and you ain't got nothing on me. Brooklyn is where I'm from, born and raised since a youngin'. I've been bugging, never been afraid. I was never scared of nothing. I know who keep it real with me, and I know who does it, and they don't want no problems with me. I got enemies everywhere I go. I can't trust a soul, no, I can't trust nobody who offended me.